What's up guys, it is Dino Ursae here, and I am super excited right now because I am finally uploading my first ever Let's Play. And the reason this is so exciting is because I've been wanting to do Let's Plays on YouTube for such a long time now, but I've just never had the right equipment. And then recently I got a new computer, so now I've finally been able to run some of the software that I wasn't able to run on my previous computer. So I'm gonna jump in. I wanted to start my first Let's Play with my favorite game series of all time, Kingdom Hearts. In regards to this game, I haven't played the first game as much as I have the second game, so bear with me when I mess up a little bit at the start, because the game mechanics of the first game are a little bit different from the second game. They introduced a lot more stuff into the second game that the first game didn't have. And so I'm going to have to adjust to the different controls and stuff that were changed in the second game, since I've been playing the second game so much recently. So, it's going into this. So we're going to jump in. I'm going to quit talking for the intro, but I'm going to mute the audio to avoid copyright infringement, and I will rejoin you for the tutorial. So, we're going to get into this. Alright, see ya. Alright, we're back, and we are going to go through a little tutorial in the beginning here. It doesn't have anything to do with the storyline yet. We're just getting established game mechanics, controls, stuff like that. So we're going to go through this. Step forward. Now I'm going to do my best to explain some of the things about this game, but like I said earlier, I haven't played this game as much, and there's a lot of stuff that I don't know about this game. So I'd really appreciate it if people could help me out, you know, leave a comment and tell me if I say something wrong, if I have information wrong, because this game, I don't know as much about this game as I do the second game. So right here we have the three dream weapons. There's the sword, which represents strength, the staff, which represents magic, and the shield, which represents defense. And based on which one you choose, it affects the stats that you earn in game. So I'm not exactly sure which choices do what, but I know that my choice is going to be the sword, and then I will give up the staff. That's just how I've always done it. Now, the in-game stats that they affect is basically when you level up, you earn different abilities, and based on what you choose, you'll earn different abilities at different levels. So we're gonna give up the wand. The power of the mystic inner strength, a staff of wonder and ruin. You give up this power? Indeed I do. Alright. This is the path that I will choose. Also, I'm sorry if my camera kind of blocks some of the text, but it's not that important. I think my face is more important, right? I'm just kidding. Free falling into darkness. Now this area also comes in as a tutorial sort of thing in the second game, and I believe it is called the Station of Serenity, and each platform that you land on has a picture of one of the 7 princesses of heart, which you'll learn more about that as the story progresses. So right now it's teaching how to attack. Alright, you've got it. Use this power to protect yourself and others. The green gauge displays your hit points or health. If you run out, okay, so that's just telling about the gauges that you'll see in the bottom right. There'll be times you have to fight. Keep your light burning strong. I'll try to read some of the text that appears that is cut off from my camera. So this is talking about items, stuff that's dropped when you defeat an enemy. So now we have to fight a bunch of Shadow Heartless, which is the name of this enemy. The Heartless is our enemy, and this particular part of the Heartless, this particular soldier or whatever, is called the Shadow. And I will be abusing the lock-on feature in this game because I like to focus on an enemy and take him out rather than kind of focusing on whichever enemy is the closest. That's the tactic that I like to use. So you can see the tutorial is fairly easy. Just kind of setting up the basis for the game. Nothing too special, but this is definitely something you need to play through. I'm not actually sure who this is on the platform. Can't. Oh, it's not actually anybody, it's just hearts, I guess. Alright, so we're gonna go up to this door. It's a field icon, so basically that question mark appears whenever it's telling you that you can interact with something, like examine or talk or open a chest, whatever. I can't open it. we got a chest here that we need to open. And inside we find nothing. Really, game? Like, if you find a treasure chest, you just assume there's gonna be some sort of treasure in it, right? Sometimes these items, like boxes or whatever, can be kind of hard to, like, get the right angle to push it, so I promise I'm not just running back and forth against it. Okay, there's the item that should have been in the chest, the potion. That'll just heal us, heal some health if you're low. So this is just telling us we can lock on and we can switch between objects with L2. So we're just going to destroy this. Whoops. You can also lift barrels in particular and some crates, not large crates, I don't think. So now we can open the door. Sora seems unfazed by the fact that there's a door leading to nowhere in the middle of nothing. Actually, that kind of makes sense. Alright. Hold on, the door won't open just yet. First, tell me more about yourself. Alright, so you can go in a first person like that. So this part of the game is special because this will set up your leveling up in the game. So based on which choices you make, you could either level up quickly first and then slower later on, level up the same speed through the entire game, or level up slower first and then faster later on. And I'm not sure which order it goes. I know midday, if you get midday, then you will, that's the balance, but like morning or whatever will be one, and then later in the day will be the other. But I'm going to choose midday because I'm just going to stay at the same speed the entire game. So we're going to choose friendship. Friendship is a big deal. I want to be strong. And I am afraid of... That's not what I meant to get, but whatever. You want friendship. You want to be strong. You're afraid of getting old. Your adventure begins at midday. Keep a steady pace and you'll come through fine. Sounds good. The day you open the door is both far off and very near. So now we head back to the Station of Serenity. Here is the Sleeping Beauty, Aurora, surrounded by Maleficent's deadly spikes. I almost said spines. So here we can see the start menu. Just pressing start, obviously. Got more enemies to fight here. A lot of enemies, actually. Whoops. Oh gosh. So like I said, I'm going to try and focus on one, and the lock-on feature does a really good job of letting you do that. So, otherwise you just target the closest enemy. I'm not going to use the lock-on feature all the time, but I will use it in boss fights, definitely, and when there's like a more powerful enemy, you know, whatever, stuff like that. It's really useful in this game and in the second game. Yeah, in like every game, pretty much. So here's a save point, and we definitely are going to save. I'm not going to go through this entire playthrough without saving. That would be ridiculous. I'm sure there's people out there who will do that as like a challenge. That's not me. So we're going to overwrite that. So you could see my previous saves there from when I've only beaten the game once, or on one file, I mean, which is this one. So you can see I spent a lot of time on it. So we're just going to head up here, and we will have our first boss encounter. This game sure does make you run. I like how he jumps. He's like doing the splits midair. So here we have Belle. from Beauty and the Beast. I got a text message. The closer you get to light, the greater your shadow becomes. And here we have the Anti-Sora, which I don't know if that's in this game, but I know it's a form in the second game. But don't be afraid. And don't forget. I already forgot what. Forget what? He has a hole in his stomach. That's gotta hurt. Somebody stabbed him with a heart. Don't forget what? He didn't even say anything. Oh gosh. So this boss fight is actually pretty easy. I just gotta avoid getting attacked by the shadows. Well, that's pretty much impossible. But I'm gonna try not to die. I feel like it'd be pretty pathetic if I died at the very first tutorial boss fight. Honestly. Alright, I'm gonna kill these guys so I can get some HP orbs. Oh, come on. Don't be it. So now he's shooting. I don't even want to know. I don't even know what. I'm literally just stabbing his hand with a sword. It's doing nothing. So here he's gonna like hug the air and then punch the ground. Yep. Whoops. Like a little soon. I leveled up. That's alright. Well, there it is. That's the boss fight finished. Then it goes into slow-mo and I can swing in slow-mo. Looks like when you kill someone, it breaks your sword as well. I think that's what this game is trying to explain here. Don't kill things that have a hole in their chest. But don't be afraid. You hold the mightiest weapon of all. Well, not anymore, because it disappeared. So don't forget. Forget what? Seriously, you're not explaining anything. You are the one who will open the door. I'm sure I'll forget that. I always forget small stuff like that. Alright, well, we've been recording for 20 minutes now, and we are finally through the tutorial part. So I'm going to end the episode off here, and then we will pick up in the next episode. Thanks for watching. See ya.